Simran, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Congratulations on getting into IIM Kolkata. How are you
Thanks.
feeling?
I am elated, and it's been my dream for too long, and I finally achieved it. So it's a great feeling.
Wonderful, wonderful. Um, and I gather that your classes have started. IIM Kolkata. We'll talk about it towards the end. Could you share a little bit about yourself, Simran?
Yeah, sure. So I am an engineer from HBTI Kanpur, and my 10th score is 10 CGPA. My 12th score is 91%, and in graduation, I could manage 70.36%. Post my graduation, I worked for 22 months at Geo Platforms.
Okay. And so when you took CAT 2020, um, you were deep into geo.
Yes. The moment the exam was over, I just picked up my pen and paper, and I did not expect that I'll get such a percentile. I somehow thought that I have not done my best, or something was not right today.
Ultimately, it ended up being on the good side. You
Yeah.
you, you scored a you scored a 98 some percentile, right?
Yeah, I scored 98.93 percentile, and yeah, I mean, my QA was 96, which should have been a 99, but it's okay now.
So it was a pleasant surprise when results came out.
Yes, yes, it definitely was.
Now coming to the next phase of it, no, was the second phase, the interview phase, tougher, or the written phase was tougher?
I would say for me, the preparation PI phase was tougher because in the first hurdle, it was a very, I was really into the system and it was very easy. But when the call started coming out, I was like, now what? Up till now, I knew what I had to do, but now I was just blank that where to start from because there are so many things you need to do academics, then you need to be well versed with current affairs and its analysis too. Then because since I worked for 2 years, there was this whole industry thing. So I knew what are the things I have to do, but still in what depth I have to do, I was really confused in there.
So how did you go about what are the things you felt that should be
Yeah, so
clarified?
there are particularly two of my seniors who were into IIM Calcutta and FMS, and I asked both of them that how did you prepare for PI? Both of them said that we joined Career Launcher PDP, and without any thought, I enrolled into it. But I believed them so much that I did not even Google or do any further analysis on
So how was your first mock interview
that.
at PDP?
Yeah, so for my first mock PI, I was studying since the morning, and I thought that I've done a lot of things now. I should now really, I'm ready for a mock PI now. And I think it was a time of winters, but never ever in any interview my legs were shaking. But that day, even in the mock PI, I was so nervous about this whole process. Especially, like I've always dreamt of getting into IIM Calcutta, and I did not get a call from Lucknow, and that was the first calls that came out. So I did not expect that Calcutta call will come. But then when Calcutta call came, I felt like okay, now I'm just one step away, but that one step felt very very big. I mean, I felt that I have to really jump into another level. I need to change my personality or I need to do something dynamic to get into there. But I think the first mock PI helped me a lot. It helped me a lot in structuring my thoughts. For example, one thing I'd like to say is that in my first mock PI, I was asked particular few questions regarding to work ethical dilemmas. And up till that point, I used to think that I'm good with behavioral HR questions. But that day, when I could not answer those questions, I was just so upset with myself that I even cried in the interview itself. So all in all, first mock, it took me 2-3 days to recover from my mock PI at the end, start preparing in full-fledged zone. Yeah. And the surprising and interesting element is that all those similar work ethical questions I was asked in my Calcutta interview, and that day I was able to manage it because I have already faced them before. So I knew that I don't have to lose my calm and how to give those.
Oh, it's a pleasure interviewing you in the mock. No, it's a pleasure always to helping the students or individuals realize. So has this PDP personalized been of value? In what ways has the PDP personalized been of value?
Yeah, so I'll say, I mean, I'll answer it in parts. Before my mock PI, I was asked to write a Who Am I essay and answer the 10 questions and a few psychometric tests. So I did not realize its value until the first mock PI happened. That actually, whatever I write, the questions are going to be from it only. So the framing of SOPs and form filling, the importance of it, I sort of understood in that. Somehow I had this notion that they don't have time and they don't get into your details a lot, but then I realized it was not like that. And from the psychometric test, like you asked me a few questions and I pondered over it, and I think I am trying to change a few things. I felt that yes, these are the things I need to change. So yeah, that would be a long-term thing, not just related to the MBA admissions. And yes, apart from that, CLPTP had a few sessions. I was not good with economics, and I could read paper and understand budget, but I would not understand it to an industry level. All those sessions were also very good, and I even pinged a few of my silly doubts to Mehka ma'am, and she also like made me understand those things, and I somehow developed my interest with economics from the PDP part also.
Yes. And how different were the actual interview sessions from these mock sessions?
I'll say that if mock interview session, if I was grilled from 10 up, well, on a scale of 10 to 9, none of my actual interview crossed the 7 threshold. So I had seen the worst that could happen in mocks, and that was really helpful in the actual interviews. And in terms of questions, yeah, you asked me about 4G, 5G. In Indore interview, I was asked about 4G, 5G TAR. Those work ethical dilemma questions I was asked as is in my Calcutta interview. My Kozhikode interview was on a little different line on the technicalities of my work. And one of the interview that really stood out to me was my NEET interview, because by then I had thought about NEET interviews was little late and I had really picked up that vision thing. So by that time I was that I want to get into tech, but then I decided ki fintech and banking are the domains I would like to. And I said it very confidently in my NEET interview, and they asked me all the questions from banking industry I knew of, because of the like they asked me about the recent announcements that were made. Why is bad bank important and repo rate role of RBI? They asked me a lot of questions from banking, and being an engineer also I could answer them up to the mark.
So that brings to this question of, I keep telling people that having a vision for yourself, creating a vision yourself, say Vision 2030, is very, very important. How important in retrospect do you see, and how can it impact the preparation for written examinations and preparation for the real interviews? Having a clarity on what you really want in life.
I'll say that when you create a vision for yourself, you do not just Google something for 2 minutes and decide on it. Like initially, I had this notion about industry that consulting industry is very fast paced, it's very dynamic, and I think all recent graduates think the same. So I was also into that zone, and I plan to say that only in my interview. But then the first thing I did was that I explored all the domains, like I read them about a lot. My height of preparation was that there was a product management book released by IIM Ahmedabad 1 month back, and I read it completely. When I finished that book, I realized that this is something. I mean, it's not core marketing, it's not core strategy, but it is a multi-dimensional field, and it would also keep me in touch in with my tech background. So that's about what I mean, how I go about it. And it's not like that if I say I want to get into product management as a vision, I do not know what HR is, because I've read about all the domains and seen relevant videos. So it basically helps to give you a clarity. Second thing, when you are confident that you want to get into something, it shows in your interviews as well. Like in all of my interviews, I was asked a lot on product management, and somebody even picked up strategy, and I was asked a strategy case too. And that is how that I Am Ahmedabad book helped me, because I had already read them. So even though it was not a core part of preparation, but being knowing enough about your domain helps a lot. Then when the questions came, you do not feel that they are random, as it is claimed by a lot of.
So having the clarity of vision helps you in giving direction to that interview.
Yes, definitely. It helps you giving in the direction, because once you have a vision, you also write the same thing in your forms, and you write same things. It's not like that. Oh, I'm in. For example, SPJN is good for marketing, so let me write marketing here. This is good for finance, so then your answers don't change, and you're the same person in all the interviews. And I also think it helps in the initial part of MBA also. I mean, since it's been 1 week into the classes and I've been interacting with a lot of people come, and just like I was, they tell me I want to get into consulting because it is fast paced and dynamic. And now I realize ki thank God 6 months back I did some work on it.
So how are your classes going at IMC now?
Like they are going great. I am happy that since I don't have to double time now. Earlier I was working and then preparing for interviews. Now I have one single thing to do, and the profs are really amazing. I mean, I was there was this strategy case orientation, which was for 1.5 hours, and I did not feel that it was a class at all. I just wanted it to continue and continue. Profs are really good. Some of the good professors.
Wonderful. So how are people at home feeling about you are getting into IMC? Not much of a difference, though they see the same Simran sitting there, the same table.
Yeah, now since time has passed by, it's the same. But yeah, when the results came, it was really a very good moment. And my father is not someone who appreciate you on every other thing. So I finally got those words, hard earned words of appreciation, which I did not get on my 10th results or on my 12th results or even on my placement. Okay. But then IMC was something that he recognized and finally felt that I've done something good in life now.
Our parents around? I would love to meet them if they're around.
Yeah. Should I call them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Simran, thank you for bringing in parents. Namaste.
नमस्ते।
अब सिमरन IIM कोलकाता पहुंच गई। 1 साल 2 साल का काफी मेहनत के बाद ये हासिल हुआ मकाम, तो आपको कैसा लग रहा है?
हमें बड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है सर।
सो जब रिजल्ट आया तो कैसा माहौल था? आई वुड हैव लव्ड टू सी द माहौल।
हमें बहुत खुशी हुई थी सर।
सर आप
और इसकी मेहनत रंग लाई।
वेरी नाइस, वेरी नाइस, वेरी नाइस। अक्सर ये पाया जाता है कि जब तक अनटिल फैमिली का सपोर्ट नहीं होता है, कुछ हासिल करना इतना आसान नहीं होता है, क्योंकि ऑलरेडी बच्चे जो है काफी चीजों से स्ट्रगल करते रहते हैं कि जैसे काम कर रही हैं और एग्जाम भी दे रही हैं और वहां पे उथल पुथल होता रहता है। सो जब बच्चों को सपोर्ट चाहिए होता है, जब सपोर्ट नहीं मिलता है और मिल रहा होता है घर से, तो काफी मुश्किलें होती हैं बच्चों को। सो आपने सिमरन के पीछे डटे रहे। सिमरन बात करती हैं आप लोगों के बारे में, जो पेरेंट्स का, फैमिलीज का सपोर्ट। सो आप इसके बारे में कुछ कहना चाहते हैं कि हाउ इम्पोर्टेंट?
यस सर, मैंने बोला मेरी बेटी को कि आप तैयारी करते रहो, मेहनत करना हमारा काम है और फल तो भगवान ही देगा। आप गिरते हैं तो उठकर फिर चलना शुरू करते हैं।
बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया। सर आप कुछ कहना चाहते हैं?
सर मेरा भी यही कहना है कि अगर पहले असफल रहे तो सफलता मेहनत करने से मिलती है।
Now that सिमरन पहुंच गए IIMC में, आगे का कुछ आपने सोचा है कि या बात हुई है सिमरन के साथ, क्या करना चाहती है?
ये जो भी करना चाहेगी आगे, सर्विस या बाहर जाना, तो हम इसके साथ हैं हमेशा।
बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया। Simran, would you like to share something about how parents stood by you and what did that do to you?
Yeah, I'll say that like my father said that if you want to do MBA, do MBA, but then do not do from the same quality of institute you did your engineering from. So that sort of always motivated me to get into a good institution, and I think that is how my Calcutta dream started. And I really think that my mother can be a motivational talker because whenever I was low, or I mean, I was not scoring good marks, or someday my PI did not happen, she was always there supporting.
Wonderful, wonderful. सर बहुत अच्छा लगा आप लोगों से मुलाकात हुई, और हम ये भी भगवान से दुआ मांगते हैं कि सिमरन आगे बढ़े और उस सिमरन की तरक्की दिन दुगनी रात चौगनी हो। बहुत बढ़िया सर, बहुत बढ़िया आपसे मुलाकात हुई। Thank you very much. Thank you.
Questions you?
Yeah, any questions that you would want me to ask and which I've missed asking you, or anything that you would like to share?
Yeah, that question, that what is the advice I will give to the...
Yeah, kindly, what is it that you would love to tell the CAT aspirants? If you have 5 commandments or 7 commandments, whatever they are.
I mean, my first and foremost thing would be to don't give up. A lot of people do not finish the line, not because they're not intelligent or not because they do not have resources or they do not have time, but because they get discouraged from mocks. And I've seen it with people around me. So even if you're scoring a negative marks, you should not stop giving mocks, because it is not about, I mean, I took it on ego. I'm not saying, I won't even say people, and I took it on ego initially. And what used to happen was that if I've given a mock on Saturday, I have not scored good, I will just feel bad about it and not do anything that day. And this happened when you give 5 mocks, 7 mocks. But once you cross the 10 barrier, you stop caring about the mock marks that much, and you understand that it's more about the exposure. So doesn't matter how many bad days you have, how many bad mocks you have, or how many bad interviews you'll have between. You should not give up and try to be your best in all the interviews and all the exams. First thing. Second thing I'll say is that even after all the preparation, it sometimes might happen that you don't, I mean, everyone prepares for CAT, but it's not the only exam. And I really believe in that you should not put your chances to a 1-2 hour slot exam. A lot of people don't appear for that, or they don't appear for IIFT. But I think you should give all the exams, even if you are not given a single mock of that particular exam. It also helps you tuning your final strategy for the exams. Like I gave NMAT before CAT, so that sort of giving an actual exam before exam helps to be better that day. And in the preparation part, as in the PI preparation part, my very important suggestion would be to not look into the PI chats that come. I mean, look into it, but don't take them very seriously. Because when somebody is writing it, they are only writing what they perceived of that interview. But what the interviewer perceived and what they were judging on might be entirely different. And every transcript I read, I felt that this is a near perfect interview. And when I wrote my transcript, I felt that I have not done that good. But then when you actually, and especially in the digital world, since you were connected only through Telegram, you would read them endlessly and feel like I am not going into the right direction. But they are just like mocks. Those are only mocks of someone else. That should not determine your performance or your confidence also.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Simran. It's been a pleasure interacting with you. I hope this interaction will be of value to many, many, many students who are aspiring. Thank you very much, and enjoy your stay at IIM Kolkata, and we'll keep
Yes.
interacting. Thank you very much.
Yes.
All the
Thank you.
best. Take care. God bless.